we've noticed that our passenger side tail light on the RV was starting to get dim. What I'm doing is replacing the whole tail light unit, and let me just kind of quick show you what I'm talking about. Noticed that our passenger side tail light on the RV was starting to get dim, and it's not just a traditional like a light bulb that you would go in there and change. And what they seem to have now is have an LED strip, and it's pretty much self-enclosed in the light. So if a few of those go out, you pretty much got to replace the whole thing. That's what's going on with us. We noticed 2 of the little LED lights were out and the other 2 were still working, so the tail light would still glow a little bit. What I'm doing is replacing the whole tail light unit, and let me just kind of quick show you what I'm talking about. First thing I had to do was remove this outer piece that goes around here, and it is sealed up, so I had to scrape away the sealant, and then once that was done, I could kind of get a screwdriver in behind it and pop this piece off. Now I'm using a plastic putty knife, scraping away the rest of the sealant. I'm going to clean it up with just some mineral spirits, get it all cleaned up. Unscrew this, and the new piece that I bought is this piece right here. So make sure you don't just throw away this little case here, because that doesn't come with the new part. The new light is in here. Now if you look, you can almost see this screw here is looking pretty rough, and it was kind of pretty dirty down here. I'm assuming some water was actually leaking in here just by looking at that screw, which is going to make me go over to the other side after I do this and check this one, and just and I do usually every year check these seals, and this one looks pretty good. Gonna go get the screwdriver. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna go get the new part. It should be a quick unplug and plug right back in. Let's start with this really bad one, see if we can get this off here. It's almost rusted to where it's falling apart. Let's try these 3 first. That other one may just end up breaking off. I may have to get a new screw for that if I can even get that out of there. Looks like I got lucky. I got a bite on it. Had to kind of knock some rust away, get in there, but it's coming off. And it even looks like the plastic on this one is broke right on this screw too. So let me get this off here. Here's the new light. And I don't know if you look close enough, you can almost see the little LED strip in there with all the lights. So we're gonna have to put this on, and it's just got the 3 wires. We're just gonna have to undo the old one, splice them together, and just crimp them back on. Should only take a few minutes. I had to take the old one, and you basically just have to cut the 3 wires going into it. And I actually kind of had to get in this hole here with some little needle nose pliers to pull out the connections. And I have the new one here, and they kind of already come ready to go. So I'm just rewiring it, and after I do that, I just already have one done. Pop this off, rewire it, and slip them back in there, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, I got it cleaned up the best I could get it with the mineral spirits and the plastic scraper. I have it all rewired. Now I'm going to put it back in, screw it on, and I'll tell you what, in case this looks old and beat up, well, the new one didn't come with a nice little foam gasket, so I took the old one. It still had some stickiness to it. I'm going to use it, put it back on here, screw it in. The foam gasket will tighten it up, but more importantly, I'm going to make sure I put a good seal of caulk around it when it's time to do that. So what I'm going to use is the ProFlex RV. I use this about once a year, and I go around the whole camper, and just anywhere on the outside that needs sealing or resealing, around the windows, definitely around here. This is what I use. This was recommended to me. I've been pretty happy with it. So it's what I'm going to go ahead and use on this tail light, and I'll put a link to Amazon for this as well down below if you guys want to check it out. Once I do that, I get some mineral spirits on my finger, and I just run it along here and make a nice little edge. Sometimes you get the extra and you just wipe it off. A little more mineral spirits along, and that just gives you a real nice professional look there. You do that, wipe off the excess. Okay guys, that's it. New tail light on the RV replaced. And that's just another one off the list. And we'll just let that dry up and should be good. Okay.